I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Hey y'all, it's Kay from Literary Apothecary and welcome back to another episode of Books My Boyfriend Gave Me. Today we're going to be talking about Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Now this is going to be a spoiler-free review for Razorblade Tears. However, if you're looking for my spoilerly thoughts on this as I made my way through this book, I filmed a rating vlog for my patrons on that. So if you go and join my patrons, it's only $1 a month. You'll get to see all of the spoilery thoughts about this book. This book I gave 5 out of 5 stars, and I'll talk about why in just a minute. But first, let me give you a spoiler-free summary of what this book is about, so you might figure out if this is a book for you or not. A black father, a white father, a quest for vengeance. So I took this summary from Goodreads because I thought it just did a fantastic job of summarizing this book. Ike Randolph has been out of jail for 15 years with not so much as a speeding ticket, but a black man with cops at the door knows to be afraid. The last thing he expects to hear is that his son, Isaiah, has been murdered, along with Isaiah's white husband, Derek. Ike has never fully accepted his son, but is devastated by his loss. Derek's father, Buddy Lee, was almost as ashamed of Derek for being gay as Derek was ashamed his father was a criminal. Ike and Buddy Lee, two ex-cons with little else in common other than a criminal past and a love for their dead sons, band together in their desperate desire for revenge. Now, before I go any further in this review, let me give you some trigger warnings for this book, because this book has a lot of trigger warnings in it. You've got racism, you've got prejudice against both race and sexual orientation, violence, death, gruesome scenes, hate speech, all of that kind of stuff. So if those are trigger warnings for you, then I'd say tread carefully, because this is an amazing book, but it has all of that in it, and so you want to be careful if that's a trigger warning for you. Like I said, 5 out of 5 stars for me for Razorblade Tears. I don't know exactly what I expected from this book, but it exceeded whatever that was. On the surface, this is a murder mystery thriller, but just below that is a book about acceptance and love. This book is filled with deep, meaningful conversations about accepting a person as they are, no matter their race or sexual orientation, that would make this world such a better place for all to live in if people just listened. As far as writing goes, the characters were real and gritty and heartfelt, people that others in our world could see themselves in and hopefully learn from. As far as the plot, I never saw any of these twists coming. It had twist after twist after twist, and I had my head spinning page after page. I got about halfway through Razorblade Tears and I knew that I had to binge the rest of the book that day, which I did. I listened to this mostly through audiobook, and it was narrated by Adam Lazar White, and he did an amazing job narrating this book. He captured the rage and the grief and the love and just all of the characters' emotions so well in his narration that I really want to listen to other books narrated by him. And I definitely want to get to S.A. Cosby's other book. I forget the title of it, but I'll put that up here. So like I said, 5 out of 5 stars for Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This book is a book that everyone should read because it teaches, like I said, about acceptance and love beneath a murder mystery thriller book. It was so well written that I can't wait to reread it and see all the other things that I missed while reading this and looking for that murder mystery. So if you read Razorblade Tears, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. Did you love it just as much as I did? I originally had this book on my radar as part of the Wine and Crime book club with Leslie at the Nerdy Narrative. I didn't get to it when they read it, but then a lot of them absolutely loved it also. So I will link her live show for this book down below in case you're interested in hearing more thoughts about Razorblade Tears. So that's it for now, but as always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.